This episode is brought to you by 1-800-SNITCHIN. Hate your old life? Want a new one? You know that old saying how they say snitches get stitches? Well, no, bitch. Snitches get riches. Get on with your life. Leave your friends. Pretend you're dead. Snitchin'.
You know he's paying for his own tattoo removal.
And the whole reason why we're talking about snitching, Tekashi 6ix9ine. Roll that intro, baby.
Shouldn't you have the sirens for the police?
Yeah, you should hit the siren. Yeah.
Yeah. Little Tekashi 6ix9ine, man. Let's hop right into it. Tekashi 6ix9ine snitching on everybody, telling everybody that they're Bloods and Crips and it's
Jim Jones.
Who really? Who
Jim Jones.
the cares?
Yes, seriously.
I'm gonna edit myself out. Who cares? Like, honestly, he's telling people that Cardi B, who told everybody that she was into prostitution, cocaine,
stripping,
drugging
guys, drugging men,
drugging dudes for money.
Cosby, no.
Hey,
I still can't say it. I still can't.
You can, bro. Like, but
if you need to,
yeah.
All right. It just paints the picture if you say Bill Cosby.
It does, yeah. Bill Cosby. She was the female version of Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tekashi is just like, you know what? I'm trying to not die in prison, so let me just tell on all my rivals. Could you really trust someone who calls himself a Blood with rainbow hair? Honestly, like, can you trust someone that has all colors of hair? Like, you're supposed to be a Blood. Why not just red?
Well,
like,
what do you do? Okay, all right. So when Sammy the Bull snitched on Gotti, all right, what do you do? Like, so you were a mafia hitman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You don't just become a garbage man on the back of a truck. You don't just become the mailman. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Tekashi easily has 30 to 40 years in witness protection. He's young.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I, like? So what do you do? Like, at some point in time, do you? Like, you go from being a rapper with people running up to you, and then one day he's going to get out and he's just going to be at the mall, no one's going to know who he is?
But no, like, don't they relocate people to, like, other countries whenever they...
No, mostly in the United States. As far as, like... Here's what his thing was. He... and it was kind of funny, because when I read up on it, I was like flabbergasted that it was just even...
Flabbergasted, he said.
Dude, it is the only word I can explain it to you. Where the guy is going to get protective custody.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to get a new house, new name, new car, new identity. He has to pay for his own tattoo removal, because that's the only way that they will put him into witness protection. Which is crazy. And he needs to come up with a couple more names higher up on the chain.
I love the
because everybody that he's blown out already is like
low level,
low balling. Yeah.
What I love is when you see stuff like Tekashi. You got anything else for me? And he's like, "Well, I know where Carmen Sandiego is." I love that. You can't come up with enough of that.
That's pretty accurate.
I mean, if he could find Obama's birth certificate, that's probably like the top of the chain. Like, for some people, I think Trump would pay for that. Trump would be like, "Tekashi, if you could find it, like, let me know. Like, I got you. I'll pay for your tattoo removal."
Yeah,
like, for real. Like, he will pay for that shit.
I heard he was going to give out how to fix the ice cream machines at McDonald's was the next thing I heard. That's what I heard next.
I'm making that meme right now.
That's online. I read that on the internet. That's real. That's legit. He even had the stingray that killed Steve Irwin.
He was telling Dora the Explorer.
Yeah.
Clark Kent is Superman.
Peter
Parker is Spider-Man. Oh my gosh, there's a ton of them, dude.
There's like
a ton
hundreds of them.
Yeah, I know. It's a good time to be alive.
Not all of them are good.
It's sad though. Like, he's like Icarus, man. He flew way too close to the sun, and his wings just burned, man. And it was all for like entertainment. You know what I mean? Like he was just like this entertaining guy making like the shittiest rap music, and people ate it up. People like streaming his music, millions of listeners and streams. A lot of big name rappers work with him. Kanye West, Cardi B Kanye West, Nicki Minaj. All of these like big artists work with this guy. Now everyone's flipping on him. Everybody's turning on the guy. You know, they're like, oh, we can't trust someone that snitches. But like, let's be honest. If you were looking at 75 years and you knew who did the crimes.
Oh yeah.
You were looking at 75 years. And you knew you were never going to see your family again.
My teller ain't broke, man.
Like, what would you do? And you knew that the people that you work with were trying to kill you. That's the thing. The people that he was with were trying to kill him.
Well, they were trying to kill him once they heard that he turned.
Yeah.
Because they knew that he had turned state's evidence beforehand. So, I mean, maybe it's just me and the time I grew up in, but like, I glorify Gotti and people like that. Like, Gotti didn't snitch on anybody. Gotti just went to jail.
Dude, I have more respect for Martha Stewart than I do
for not snitching.
Yeah. Than Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Well, that was her own fault. It was like inside trader, like secrets and stuff like that.
Yeah, but you know what? Like when she was hanging out with Snoop Dogg, even before like all this Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart shit, like they were still pretty tight.
Okay.
And like he told her how to do her bid. And he was like, "No, I got you covered." Like
Snoop never did a bid.
No, but he has people. Like he has people that
murder was the case.
Yeah.
But it's funny. Like if I was in a situation where, like, they were trying to make me the fall guy, and like, yo, we need information. We need information.
Yeah.
I'm from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the biggest rat there is. And I'm like, you want names? You want dates? I can tell you birth certificates. I can tell you exactly the time that they were born, their shoe size, everything. I am ratting on the whole squad. And then I'm going to live out my life in Cuba, smoking cigars, and living that life, man.
So when you're in that life, I mean, I've never been in a gang per se, but when you're in that life, like, you go and they take care of your mom. They take care of your kid and your wife and all that. You know what I mean? But like when you're saying like, oh, they're threatening his life, well, then they probably threaten his family.
Yeah, they
So that makes sense in why he turned.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I would agree with that. I think it's all like, it's easier to say now sitting here instead of facing 75. I think if you said facing 75 like that, that would put some stress.
But see, the thing is this, like, a lot of the gangsters and the gang members these days, they put too much stuff on the internet and they incriminate themselves. Mm-hmm. So Tekashi 6ix9ine was incriminating himself the entire time, like being on Instagram and Twitter and just being loud. Like, that old saying, G is move in silence. Like, if you're a real gangster, you're going to move in complete and utter silence. You're not going to talk about, I shoot people. Like, you're not going to go on a record rapping like, I know where all the bodies are, the people that I killed. You know what I mean? You're not going to do that. You're going to be like, all right, like, I know I killed these people, so I'm just going to sit here and smile in your face. Yeah. And you'll never know. But he's like, yo, I know where so-and-so is, shoot up the hotel. Like, bro, are you stupid? Like...
Isn't that what got him in trouble with the minor, too? Didn't he? Who's the one that got in trouble with the minor? Was that
Tekashi 6ix9ine.
For streaming on Twitter or something
like that? I think... He was like, he was like 19 and the girl was like 17 or something like that, and she wasn't of legal age. It was statutory rape or whatever it is.
It was by minor.
It was like minor years, but it's still. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually happens a lot. Yeah. Like especially for once you reach that. Not that you're endorsing.
I'm not endorsing it at all.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But people who are even 18 and like their girlfriends are 17, like if you're not in with the family and they say, "Hey, get away from my daughter," that's statutory rape. Yeah. Like automatically. And you're a year over. Mm-hmm. Like as soon as you hit 18, you're just done.
Yeah.
And it set up a lot of people so they get on the list and stuff.
That? How come he wasn't snitching when he was facing that?
Like, he actually, I think he I
Should it be
forget.
a bigger crime to stream a naked minor than it is for
Yeah,
drugs
there
and-
is a law against that. Like, say, like
But shouldn't it
kids
be
get
more?
in a lot of trouble for sending nudes to one another because it's considered child porn.
Yeah.
Child pornography. So, I mean, R. Kelly would love that.
R. Kelly had way too many films.
Yeah, way too many films. Like, not even like regular, like I got DVDs. He has like the movie reel of the big giant projector reels of just like, I peed on like all of these girls. Like, no, bro.
Yeah, but the times have just changed. Like, when he married Aaliyah, no one ever thought anything weird about him marrying
Because
Aaliyah.
he lied about her age. He had her lie about her age.
Yeah, he had her lie
Age
about
ain't
it.
nothing but a number.
Yeah, but he had her lie about it, so he never looked bad.
That's true.
But many people knew.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, that's the crazy part about it. Like,
Yeah.
the whole industry knew.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
yeah.
now it's like, oh my God, Robert Kelly is a Child My Star. It's like, you knew that. He called himself the Pied Piper. Do you even know what that means? A dude walking around with a flute leading all the children to a cave. Like, what is wrong with you? Like if you letting this man hang out with your teenage daughter, you deserve it. Your parents, you're stupid.
It's like all the kids that left, like, and I hate to bring up his name, Michael Jackson. Like, all these parents that let their kids come over to Michael Jackson's house. Oh, he's throwing a party. Oh, that's great. Wait, why are you inviting like 6 and 7-year-olds to come over to this party over at Michael Jackson's house? Like, you're inviting the neighbor's kids. You're inviting, like, you know, producers and fellow record artists and blah blah blah, and like all these other. And he's like, yeah, bring your family. Bring your family.
It's just, I don't know, man. The world's gone mad, dude.
Yeah.
Is it that the world's gone mad, or is it just the fact that everything can be put on blast so fast anymore?
It's both.
Oh, yeah.
It's both.
Yeah, it can.
It's both, man. Like, the world has gone mad, and we all know about it. Like, it's so easily, like, we're like, man, that is...
Speaking of the world gone mad, what do you guys think about the Area 51 stuff that was going on?
I was hoping
Like,
it was
it's a
going to be...
joke.
I was hoping it was going
joke.
to... I was hoping it was going to be something a little bit more special, but they really dropped the ball, man.
Yeah.
You know, those guys are trying to get jobs in social media now.
Yeah.
Those guys definitely like, yo, we
Yeah.
started the Area 51 raid. Let us know. That was like that Fire Festival.
Dude, I found out something hilariously funny
What's that?
about the raid. There was one person in particular that came to the raid. It was a 60-year-old grandma. And she was the only person that actually went towards the guards at Area 51.
What happened to her?
She got arrested.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's a gangster for that.
Yeah.
She's a gangster.
She is, bro. Like,
I agree.
like, 60-year-old woman is going up there to find out, you know, if ET is behind the bars. Like, let her live.
At 60, I don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
There comes a certain point in time where I don't care anymore what happens. Like, I'm still young. I'm still trying to make changes to help my kid. But once I hit like 50, 55...
What's your call sign once you get up there and you're just like, Polydent!
The next time I have to work customer service is the time where I just give up. I don't care when that is. I don't care if that's 6 months from now, a year, 5 years, 10 years. The next time I have to take a job where I have to deal with customers, I just don't care what happens to the world at that point.
I mean, I think for me, it would be like being 70 and being a Walmart greeter.
Oh, yeah.
I would just give up on like I would wear like Depends every day, and I would just shit my pants and let them smell it as they walk up. I'm like, hi, hello,
Welcome to Walmart.
welcome to Walmart. Ah.
Yeah.
You looking for
And then-
tissue? It's back there. Why are you back there? Give me another Depend, like,
I would sit in the Jazzy.
and just do donuts in front of Walmart like all day, dude. Hell yeah, bro.
I'd be zooming in between the bars.
Dude,
I
I would.
understand though, that when that time comes, though, you're going to be one of the only 5 remaining human jobs available. Is going to be the Walmart greeter.
That's true.
You're going to be up. It's not just going to be like something where they just, we need somebody. It's going to be like, well, we have 20